Well, all right. I heard you loud and clear, so here it comes, my reaction to the Bungie ViDoc Forged in the Storm. Coming up right after this. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Geek, Dunn, Ryte, the show where I talk about whatever it is I feel like. I'm Chris. Thanks for coming to geek out with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It makes me so happy to see requests in the comments section. Whenever y'all mention in the comments things that you'd like to see, I absolutely love it because I want to be able to, while it's stuff that I want to talk about, I also sometimes want to talk about what you want to talk about. I've been interested in seeing the Bungie ViDoc. I noticed that it was out there, and I wasn't sure if you wanted to sit through me reacting for 14 minutes, but it seems like that's exactly what you're looking for. So, yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and give you what you want. And away we go. Yeah, I remember this scene.
The next trilogy of stories that we're trying to tell with Destiny.
Ooh.
Player's going to go on a journey to discover the true nature of light and dark.
Oh.
It's the beginning of players learning more about the darkness. And in fact, going so far as to wield it.
It's about
this just
leaving
looks
comfort and safety
amazing,
behind,
guys.
walking a different road than one that you may have believed you were destined for.
What makes something bad? What makes darkness dark?
What does make darkness dark? Can it be the dark? I'm just kidding.
Who was it?
Aldrin.
How are those learnings going to change the characters that you have gotten to know over the last 6 years?
Whoa. Woo. Okay. Europa looks amazing with all the weather effects and everything like that. It's so cool. That ship is amazing.
Yeah, light's really the beginning of a new adventure. Guardians, for the longest time, have been bathed in the light, sort of this altruistic force fighting back evil. And now we're starting to move into that gray area between the light and dark.
If the darkness reaches out, we must reach back.
I will not sanction this.
In Season of Arrivals, the Vanguard is divided. You have some characters telling you, we should fight these ships, and we have other characters who are saying, no, we should find out what they want. We should get to know them and understand more. But it definitely comes to a head.
This next year in Destiny is really just about how all the different characters and factions are reacting to these disappeared destinations and what that means as the pyramids have arrived in our system. Not for the first time, but for the second time.
What's the Cabal doing there?
We're going to see the return of a character who's been absent for a pretty long time in The Stranger, and boy, does she have a lot to say. And she has a lot of time to explain.
When I know more,
I see what you did there.
She has shown up to encourage us to take on the darkness, and the only way to truly stop it is to work with it.
That thing is so cool. That floating thing up there.
On time.
Oh.
Why did the darkness invite us here?
Hey, we
Europa
talk
is
again.
literally like a time capsule.
Whoa.
Europa is huge.
Killer destination, freezing cold.
Desolate.
Some of the most beautiful spaces I've ever seen in a video game.
Agreed. At least from what I've seen so far, it looks
There was a
gorgeous.
lot built on Europa during the Golden Age, and a lot of that was built underground.
Clovis Bray had some research facilities there, really pushing the limits of technology and innovation there. Maybe stepping into some
extra
things
exos.
that we shouldn't have.
Huh.
Under the ice, all kinds of secrets.
I'm so excited for what players are going to find.
What are we gonna find? Huh. So
The storm
beautiful.
on Europa was actually something we've wanted to do for a long time.
We wanted it to feel harsh.
The weather system is so awesome. Like, you're walking through an open space and all of a sudden things start happening.
Coming across like Fallen or Vex for the first time, you can barely make out the glow in their eyes.
The sound of the wind, the ice will change based on what the weather is looking like.
I
You'll
love that.
actually feel every piece of the environment changing around you to match the storm.
I wonder if you'll sense that in the RealSense controller on the PS5.
Europa itself is a pretty foreboding place. Aramis is there in advance of us, and she set up a forward base. She has lieutenants who have gotten their hands on Stasis, gotten their hands on the darkness, and they're learning to wield it.
One by one, we will rise again.
And so I think her motivations are really interesting, too.
Today, we begin breaking free from our chains.
Aramis really challenges a lot of the ways that we think about light and darkness. She's gonna make you think about your relationship with the Traveler.
She's a compelling leader, and she has a vision. And especially after the collapse of their society, people, I think, the Fallen wanted someone to follow.
Is the light gonna be enough? I think we've seen that we need some new tools to fight our enemies with. Maybe it's time to fight fire with fire, or ice with ice.
Stasis is, not just a set of new supers, but it's a new damage type. We've got Solar, Void, Arc, and now we've got Stasis.
I love that
The idea for
layout.
Stasis all really
That looks
came back
really,
from
really
the
cool.
gameplay idea of freezing someone.
That was kind of the theme that everyone kind of rallied behind.
Wow, that was a cool
concept
effect.
artist had some images that really kind of put us on the right path.
What really was landing with that was the more crystalline notion.
Yeah.
So when we say cosmic ice, that's kind of where the cosmic comes in.
I can see that. I can absolutely see that.
Once he freezes solid, I'm able to hit him again and just shatter him in pieces.
The pieces break
So
apart and
cool.
explode into sharp shards that can damage you. So all of that kind of came together when we landed on that theme.
Stasis is gonna not only change the way that you can attack or approach combat, there's also some really great ways that you can upgrade it.
Then you start getting into like the more interesting parts, things that we're calling aspects and fragments, which are additional ways to modify your subclass.
Huh.
Aspects are a little bit more potent, and then the fragments are the things that are class agnostic, but depending on what your class is and depending on what your aspects are and how you want to play, you're probably going to be starting to select different ones in there.
Wow,
This is
that's
just the
pretty
beginning for
in-depth.
Stasis. We're going to continue to expand on it. We're just excited for players to get their hands on this.
That's totally customizable. Like,
When we're creating
I'm
a new palette
really
like
excited to sink
Stasis,
my teeth
we
into
do
that.
what we call a source jam. Everyone on the team blocks out about a week where we can say, okay, you're gonna go out into the world, microphone recorder, record anything that reminds you of cosmic ice.
Huh. Wow.
That gives us the palette that we can build the eventual sounds out of.
I found personally that the best way to do it was at night. But doing screams, screeches, and blood-curdling yells is a little scary at night. Then I
can
have
imagine
a
that.
really rumbly stomach, and that also was recorded. But there's also a breast pump.
Whoa.
You have to make use of what you got.
Yeah, apparently. That sword is so cool.
And beyond light, we have new exotic weapons for you.
Wow.
No Time to Explain is coming back.
Yay!
Instead of just being the gun that refills your magazine when you land precision hits, you actually get a little time portal, and it starts spitting out rounds alongside you.
What?
You guys will have that on top of the Arc Soul, so you can be your own little mini firing squad you build for it. Another one we have is the Lament. It uses up your sword's energy to give yourself a new combo that ends up in a big spinning slash. Probably the largest selling point for a lot of people is that it slices right through barrier champions.
Nice!
I think the largest draw for most people is actually going to be the fact that it is a chainsaw sword.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
For Beyond Light, we really wanted to create exotic armor pieces that formed a key part of your build around which all the other parts of your build could revolve. For example, the Titan gets the Fall Mantle, which is a set of exotic arms that looks like it is crafted from Golden Age tech.
Okay.
When you activate it, you sort of slam your arms down, create a burst of stasis energy, and then you cover yourself in an overshield.
That's cool.
The Warlock exotic is Necrotic Grip. If you are facing a
I
wave of
love
thralls running at
it.
you, you can nail them with your melee attack.
Wait,
and
is that the
starts to
Omnicle
burst and
Strike?
sort of cascade through the whole group.
Are we going back to the area with Omnicle?
There's a lot there for newcomers coming in too. If you've got a friend who hasn't tried it out, it's a really great time to jump in on New Light, that entry experience.
We're
for
going
free
back
players.
to the Cosmodrome. Yes!
Last year, when New Light launched, we brought back a small portion of the Cosmodrome. This year, we're bringing back a much larger portion of the destination.
Skywatch! Oh,
It takes some of the experiences
feels
that
so
started with
good
original
to be
Destiny
going
1,
back.
but puts them and stitches them together in a different way and adds new things and tells a different story.
What you're gonna meet in this new opening experience is a character with not one, but two names from Fast and the Furious, Shah Han.
Thank the light. I didn't think we had other Guardians on patrol here.
What I love about the Cosmodrome is it feels like Destiny distilled.
That's cool.
Season of the Hunt picks up where Arrival's left off.
Other forces are taking advantage of the darkness to make their move forward,
Wow.
including Xivu Arath, a sister of Oryx, and she's taking this opportunity to build up an army. And we're working with Osiris to try to stop her.
Osiris
Wow.
goes out, stumbles across these hive growths that are driving combatants crazy.
Osiris is in trouble, and of course, you're his only hope.
What?
It was going to be dangerous down here.
What? Why is he wearing the spider symbol? What?
We finally catch up to what we saw at the end of Forsaken, where we saw Aldrin being brought back to life by a ghost.
Aldrin, who now refers to himself as Crow, he doesn't know what he did. The slate's been wiped clean when he was resurrected as a Guardian.
Yeah, because Guardians don't remember their
And
past.
we know what he could be capable of doing. So now we're going to spend some time watching him go back and forth. And that's going to question how we look at him, how we look at ourselves, how we look at the light, how we look at darkness.
Wow.
In Season of the Hunt, we're partnering with the Crow and Osiris to take down the High Celebrant.
We're partnering
It's creating
with
these cryptoliths
Aldrin?
around the system, and those cryptoliths are attracting Elysian
sorry,
Cabal
Crow.
and corrupting them. So Xivu Arath is essentially corrupting herself and army, and it's our job to put a stop to it.
I'm really excited
Wow.
to see Xivu Arath fleshed out more and to find out more about her relationship with Savathun and what that means for year 4 of Destiny.
Savathun has been placing dominoes, and at the end of year 4, she's gonna knock down the dominoes. We're gonna see what she's been really up to. And so this year, she's putting the last pieces in place.
Dang.
Destiny is just a really incredible world.
Yeah, it
And
is.
There are so many stories for us to tell.
We have a lot to look forward to. Beyond Light, then the Witch Queen, and then Lightfall, and all the seasonal content between. We feel like we've got a really great way to bring people together. Working through COVID and working through some of the other turmoil in the world right now has been really challenging.
I have to admit, I've been pleasantly surprised with how well we've been able to get things done.
We're committed to your characters and your community of players. And we want to meet you where you are.
I think the thing that excites me the most about Destiny's future is how much it's rooted in where we come from.
Seeing villains revealed and finding out secrets that we've been hinting at for years.
I can't believe
when I look at the team that
him.
we're building and continuing to grow and hire, the new leaders that are coming up in Destiny, that gets me super excited.
I'm super excited. Wow.
Destiny's best days are ahead of us.
Oh, wow. So intense. Ha ha ha. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, okay. Oh man, that was a lot to take in, guys. Oh, can it be Tuesday already? Please. Oh my goodness. Wow. I cannot. Oh man, I thought that they had kind of given up on Aldrin, like besides just putting him in lore tabs. We read about the things that have been happening, the cruelty that the Guardians have shown him, and he doesn't even understand why. So many stories being told in this upcoming season and also in the upcoming just DLC period of Beyond Light. Oh my goodness. The weapons, the armor, the stasis powers, the full customizability of the stasis powers. I mean, it's all just like... Man, my mind is blown. I'm so happy for what's coming. Oh, Bungie, you did it. You did it, you did it, you did it. Oh, man. This is great. This is absolutely great. All right, well, that's going to wrap things up for this episode of Geek Done Right. Hey, what did you like from the ViDoc? What excited you the most? What are you looking forward to most in Beyond Light and also in the upcoming season? Let me know in the comment section down below. And please make sure to smash that like button. Act like you got stasis powers. Just smash that sucker. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell so you can know when new episodes are coming, because they really are coming. And be ready for those from Geek Done Right. Until next time, y'all take it easy. Peace, Guardian.